Let me say something that might surprise you. Some of the most powerful tools for keeping your blood flowing freely after 60 are not sitting in a pharmacy. They're sitting in your kitchen. I'm Dr. Eleanor Hayes, an internal medicine physician, and in over 20 years of treating patients, I've seen how the right natural approaches, used correctly and under proper medical guidance, can support cardiovascular health in ways that genuinely matter. But I need to be honest with you from the very beginning. This video is not about replacing prescribed blood thinners. If your doctor has prescribed you warfarin, aspirin, or any anticoagulant medication, please do not stop or change it based on anything you hear today. Those medications exist for serious, life-protecting reasons. What this video is about is something different. It's about the natural compounds that research suggests can support healthy circulation, reduce excessive clotting tendencies, and protect your cardiovascular system, as part of a broader, doctor-supervised approach to healthy aging. Here's the central idea connecting everything today. I call it flow versus friction. After 60, the blood naturally tends towards slightly higher viscosity, meaning it flows a little less freely. Platelets become more reactive. Inflammation in blood vessel walls increases. This creates what I call friction in the system. The natural approaches I'm going to share today work by gently reducing that friction, supporting smoother, healthier blood flow. Let's go through them. Number 1. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. This is probably the most researched natural compound for cardiovascular support in existence. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, have been studied extensively for their ability to reduce platelet aggregation, which is the tendency of platelets to clump together and form clots unnecessarily. Research suggests omega-3s also reduce triglycerides, lower systemic inflammation, and support the flexibility of blood vessel walls. All of this directly reduces friction in the cardiovascular system. The common assumption is that fish oil supplements are all the same. They are not. Many studies showing benefit use specific doses of high-quality EPA and DHA, not the low-concentration supplements that line drugstore shelves. Food sources remain among the most reliable. 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week is what many cardiovascular guidelines suggest for general heart health. Important note, omega-3s do have mild blood thinning properties. If you are already on prescribed anticoagulants, discuss fish oil supplementation with your doctor before adding it. Number 2. Nattokinase, the fermented soy enzyme most people have never heard of. This is the one that surprises almost every patient I mention it to. Nattokinase is an enzyme derived from natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean food. It has been studied for its ability to support the body's natural process of breaking down fibrin, a protein involved in blood clot formation. Some research suggests it may support healthy circulation by helping the body dissolve unnecessary clots more efficiently. Studies are still emerging, and nattokinase is not a replacement for medically prescribed anticoagulants. But as a general circulatory support compound for otherwise healthy adults, the research is genuinely interesting. The friction reduction connection here is direct. By supporting the body's own clot-clearing mechanisms, nattokinase may help maintain smoother blood flow, particularly relevant after 60 when those mechanisms naturally slow down. Again, if you take any prescribed blood thinner, this is a conversation for your doctor before you consider it. Number 3. Garlic, specifically aged garlic extract. Garlic has been used medicinally for thousands of years, and modern research has given it a fair amount of scientific credibility. Studies suggest that compounds in garlic, particularly allicin, can reduce platelet aggregation, lower blood pressure modestly, and reduce arterial stiffness. Aged garlic extract specifically has been studied more rigorously than raw garlic supplements and shows a more consistent effect on cardiovascular markers. Research suggests it may reduce the tendency of platelets to stick together, one of the key contributors to friction in the cardiovascular system. The real-life application is straightforward. Regular dietary garlic is a meaningful addition to a heart-healthy diet. Aged garlic extract as a supplement has a growing body of research behind it for circulatory support. Neither replaces medication. Both support the overall system. Number 4. Turmeric, and the curcumin compound within it. Most people over 60 have heard of turmeric for joint pain. Fewer know about its cardiovascular implications. The active compound in turmeric, curcumin, has been studied for its effects on platelet function and arterial inflammation. Research suggests curcumin may reduce platelet aggregation through multiple pathways and may help reduce the chronic low-grade inflammation that contributes to arterial stiffness and plaque buildup. Here's the challenge with turmeric. Curcumin is poorly absorbed on its own. Research consistently shows that combining it with piperine, a compound found in black pepper, significantly increases its bioavailability. This is why the old habit of adding black pepper to turmeric dishes isn't just culinary tradition. It has a biochemical basis. In the context of our flow versus friction framework, curcumin works primarily on the inflammatory side, reducing the vessel wall friction that makes blood flow harder and clotting more likely over time. Number 5. Hydration, the simplest and most overlooked blood thinner of all. Here's what most doctors don't have time to explain, and it costs nothing. Blood viscosity, how thick your blood is directly affected by hydration status. Even mild, chronic dehydration, which is extremely common in adults over 60 because the thirst mechanism becomes less sensitive with age, causes blood to thicken measurably. Thicker blood flows with more friction, it places more strain on the heart, and it increases the tendency toward clot formation. Many older adults are mildly dehydrated for most of their waking hours without ever feeling thirsty. They drink coffee in the morning, perhaps tea in the afternoon, and assume that's sufficient. Research suggests it often isn't. The practical recommendation from most guidelines is around 6 to 8 glasses of water daily for older adults, adjusted for activity level and climate. But more useful than a number is a habit, keeping water consistently accessible throughout the day and not waiting for thirst as the signal to drink. In my practice, I've had patients report meaningful improvements in energy, blood pressure stability, and general circulation simply by becoming more consistently hydrated. It sounds almost too simple, but the science is solid. Hydration is one of the most direct ways to reduce blood viscosity, to reduce friction, with zero cost and minimal effort. Here is the surprising insight I saved for last. Several common foods actively increase blood viscosity and platelet reactivity, and most people over 60 consume them daily without realizing it. Refined sugar, in particular, has been shown in research to increase platelet aggregation and promote the kind of low-grade vascular inflammation that thickens the blood over time. Processed foods high in refined carbohydrates and industrial seed oils contribute to the same pattern. This means that adding natural blood-supporting compounds while continuing to consume large amounts of refined sugar is like adding oil to one side of a machine while pouring sand into the other. The natural compounds help, but removing the friction-causing inputs matters just as much. Here are 3 smart questions to bring to your next appointment. Given my current medications, are there any natural compounds like omega-3s or garlic extract that would be safe for me to consider for circulatory support? Can we check my blood viscosity markers or inflammatory markers as part of my next cardiovascular review? Is my current hydration level something we should discuss given my blood pressure and circulation? Let me leave you with this. Nature has provided a remarkable set of tools for supporting healthy blood flow after 60. Omega-3 fatty acids, nattokinase, aged garlic extract, curcumin, and something as simple and powerful as consistent hydration. None of these replace medical care. None of them should be used to second-guess a prescription your doctor has given you for good reason. But used thoughtfully, under proper guidance, they represent a genuine and evidence-supported way to reduce friction in your cardiovascular system and support the kind of healthy, active life you deserve in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 surprised you most? Do you already use any of them? Leave your question or comment below. Each week I discuss your real questions with specialist doctors, and your comment could be featured in an upcoming video. And tell me, what topic do you want next? Your voice shapes this channel. If this video helped you, please subscribe. Every week I share research-backed health insights you won't find in a 10-minute doctor's visit. This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace advice from your personal physician.